Hi, my name is Eve, and my story animated will give $1,000 to one lucky person who subscribes in the next 7 days. Tell your friends, your sister, brother, and mom to subscribe now. You see, I was born to a crazy single mother who had absolutely no idea about who my dad was. She was an ex-model and mostly hung around rich men who could meet her expensive demands. One time when I was 3, she left me alone at home to go out partying with her friends. I left the house and went to the neighbors and spent the night there, and Mom didn't have any idea. On my first day at school, I said to Mom, "Mommy, wake up! It's my first day at school." "School, huh? Who are you? Go away. Let me sleep." Yeah, I dropped myself to school on the first day and every other day because she always woke up in the afternoon. It was pretty much like I was raising her and not the other way around. Well, that was pretty much her routine until my 10th birthday. She suddenly barged into the house with a big box in her hand. Surprise! OMG, she remembered my birthday. I ran to hug her when suddenly she stopped me and said, What are you doing? Trying to ruin my dress? Stay away and listen. I have a big surprise for you." With that, she showed me the rock-sized diamond ring on her hand and told me she was gonna marry a billionaire. I thought she was being funny again, but to my surprise, she indeed got married and we shifted to a pretty big mansion in the city. But I was the happiest about finally having a dad. He appeared to be a nice, humble man. Once he ripped his pants, but then he just sewed a patch on them himself. "Oh, darling, why don't you just get a new pair?" "Oh, honey, you know I don't like spending much on myself. It's fine." I was touched by his simple way of living, something Mom knew nothing about. My only issue now was my stepsister, Olivia. She was a year older than me and looked at me like she'd eat me alive when we first met. "Hi, I'm Eve. I hope we get along well." But she just ignored me and left. What was wrong? For days, I thought she was mute, until one morning I heard her shouting at the top of her lungs. "I told you that woman was after your money, but you never listened to me." She was talking about my mom. I rushed downstairs to see what was happening. She took all the money and jewelry and everything else she could get her hands on. What? Mom had run away, leaving me behind? I was devastated and burst into tears, but then my stepdad hugged me. "Oh, sweetie, don't cry. You're gonna stay here with us." "Oh my God, you're so sweet." "You're gonna stay here until I get back every single penny of all the $20,037,576.03 that your freaking mother stole." What? He was keeping me as a mortgage for his money? What a psycho! I tried to talk my way out of the situation, but he was such a cheap creep. You know my mom would never come back for me. She doesn't care for anyone but herself. "Then I'll make you work instead. I will make sure I have my money's worth back from you." Gosh, what I thought was his simple way of living turned out to be his cheap way of living. He literally licked the food off his plates and drank the last drop from the milk carton to ensure nothing was wasted. Ew, that expired last month. So what? I paid for it. He was a total psycho. No wonder his daughter was so annoyed all the time. I really wanted to get along with her, but for some reason, she always avoided me. "Hi, Olivia. Do you want to have breakfast with me?" "No." "Olivia, do you want to go shopping?" "No." "Olivia." "No!" But I didn't even say anything. Whatever. Now I was just worried about all the work I'd have to do to repay Mom's debt. I felt like Cinderella, only this time it was the stepfather. But then I had an idea. Every time he'd ask me to do something, I'd make sure to cause trouble. Once he asked me to clean the house, and I picked up the most expensive vase that he owned, and boom. Oops. "I'm sorry, it slipped." He went completely nuts and started shouting like a mad dog. "Are you kidding me? That was so expensive. Forget cleaning. Go do something else." He made me switch hundreds of different chores before he finally realized that there was nothing I could do without endangering his precious things. And now I was free to do whatever I wanted, except for leaving the house, which wasn't too bad. But I missed going to school. My stepdad had hired a teenage schoolboy, Tim, to tutor Olivia and me at home in order to save the expensive school fee. Tim was 2 years older than me and such a cutie. I had a huge crush on him. The next few years, I spent all my time learning from him, and we grew quite close. On my 14th birthday, he even bought me a cake. My first birthday cake ever. I was so happy that I hugged him.
Eve, I have a surprise for you. Let's go out and celebrate.
Go out? You know I can't. Stepdad'll kill me if he finds out I'm missing.
No one will know, I promise. I'll get you back before he returns. Trust me.
I could have jumped from Mount Everest if he asked me to with that look on his eyes. So that evening, we sneaked out of the house and he took me to a special place to surprise me.
Open your eyes, Eve.
The zoo? He brought me to a zoo on my birthday to surprise me. What was he thinking?
How do you like it?
Yuck! I hated it, but I had to pretend like I was amazed and excited by his surprise. I love it! I just can't wait to go in and watch all those animals. Imagine what it'd be like to see those sexy, hairy monkey legs up close. Yay!
Huh, I knew you'd love it, 'cause you can actually relate to them so much, right?
What? Relate to them? Did he think of me like some animal stuck in a zoo? All that time, he just kept yapping on endless information about all these animals that I couldn't care less about. By the time we reached home, I was so done with all the animals on this planet. And Tim.
Hey, Eve, I just want to say, it was an amazing day.
Yeah, whatever. This was it. I could no longer stand this weird place and the stupid people in it. I climbed up the window and packed all my stuff. But while I was climbing down the window, I heard some weird noises. I thought I was gonna get caught, but what I saw next shocked me. It was Mom climbing out of the window below me. Mom? What are you doing here?
Susie? What are you doing here?
You forgot my name? What's wrong with you?
But I still recognize you after all these years.
That's something.
Oh, my baby.
No. Mom, stop. We both fell to the ground in the bushes. What are you doing here?
I'm here for you, baby.
I don't believe you. And what do you have in this bag? Cash? Jewels? Money?
No,
clothes.
Who do you think I am? A thief?
Yeah. Suddenly some lights turned on in the house, and I hissed to Mom. You tell me why you're here, or I'm gonna shout, and your husband will definitely send you to jail.
Oh, no. Sweetie, I'll tell you. I found your dad.
OMG! My dad? My real dad? You're not lying, are you?
Of course not, honey. Have I ever lied to you? Okay, I swear on all my money.
It was hard for me to digest the fact that Mom had come back just to make me meet my real dad and risk it all. But what if she was right? I had to see for myself. So we smoothly sneaked out of my stepdad's house and got on a plane. I was so excited. When I stepped out of the cab, my jaw literally dropped. This house was even bigger than my previous home. Is this where Dad lives? Are we gonna live here now? He's not cheap, is he? Oh no, he's an amazing man. When we got into the house, I saw an old man walking with a stick. I ran and hugged him. Hi, Grandpa! I'm so happy to finally meet my dad's side of the family. Oh, no, honey. That's not your grandpa. That's your dad.
What?
He couldn't be my dad. I looked nothing like him, and he was already around 80. I pulled Mom aside. Mom, how can this guy be my dad? Do you have any proof? Oh, honey, don't you believe me? Of course not. I didn't believe her, but then the old man came to me and said,
My daughter, you've grown up so much. I feel so sad that we've never met earlier.
And saying that, he hugged me tight. I could literally feel the warmth of his love. He was such a nice person. Well, even if I wasn't his daughter, I felt like I could just keep him company. The next few weeks were the best. We played, talked, and laughed together, and I literally felt like the happiest person on earth. Then one day, he told me that he was gonna put all his money and fortune under my name. No, you cannot do that.
Why not?
Because I'm not your daughter. I was afraid this might give him a heart attack, but what he said next almost gave me one.
I know that.
What? You know?
Yes, of course. That woman, your mother, I've never seen her in my life. She thinks she's fooling me, but the fact is, I don't mind it.
Then why are you doing this?
Oh, Eve, I've never had any kids or family. I was always so busy with work that I never married. Now I have all this money and these riches, but no one to share them with.
But why me?
Because you're a nice person. You've been through so much, and yet you had the courage to speak the truth and refuse all this money. I admire you for that, and I'm even more convinced now that you deserve all this.
Oh, Dad! I hugged him tight. Finally, I had a person who understood me and loved me. I had someone I could call family.
It's okay. You can call me Grandpa if you like.
Of course, I continued to call him Dad, and he was the best dad ever. And Mom, she didn't get a penny. Dad passed away by the time I graduated school. With his inheritance, I opened several old age homes all across the country and donated the rest of the money to charity. I sold Dad's mansion and bought a cute little house, which is always full of good friends, laughter, and warmth. Things that money just can't buy.